Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video on my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over the NBA games for Sunday, May 30th, 2021. I'm just going to touch on some highlights for both sides, but it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you'll have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into today's games. We have game 4 for the Knicks and the Hawks, game 4 for the Suns and Lakers, game 4 for the Nets and Celtics, game 4 for Clippers and Mavericks. So let's bring this up here. On this side is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And on this side is what I call my game numbers, the away team up top, their season record, their postseason record, their coach's record, the head-to-head in the middle between the two teams, and then the home team at the bottom, their season record, their postseason record, their coach's record. Up top here is the series. It's game 4. Atlanta is up in the series 2-1. They could become 3-1 or 2-2. This is the 27th NBA playoff game for the current season. So I just put these games together, and I haven't really looked them over, so we're just going to kind of breeze through these. I'm not going to take too much time on these matches in this particular video. I don't have a whole lot of time to do this, so I just want to kind of breeze through it really quick. 76 date numerology on the Gregorian. Both these teams are playing their 76th game for the season. It's the 19th day of the 3rd month on the Hebrew religious. 193 is the 44th prime number. This is either going to play in the Hawks' favor and they get their 44th win for the season, or it's going to play in the Knicks' favor and they get their 193rd all-time head-to-head win against the Hawks. So that is an interchangeable number. Goes either way for this game, the 193 or the 44. Hawks, if they were to win this game, they could sit on 32 wins for the season, or excuse me, 32 losses for the season, as they get their 158th postseason win as a team. And 32 sums to 158. So maybe there's a connection there between the 32 and the 158. They sit on that 32 as they get their 158 potentially. Let's see. Let's just kind of look this over. Knicks. I mentioned this in the last pick preview video that I did with these guys, that if Hawks were to win and become 3-9 head to head against the Knicks, like 39, it would be interesting to see if Knicks possibly win the next 2 games outright. And I say that because, or I said that because Knicks coach is now sitting on 311 all-time losses, and Hawks could sit on that 3 as Knicks get their 10th and then their 11th postseason head-to-head win against the Hawks, potentially. Doesn't have to happen that way. It is the 13th postseason head-to-head matchup between these two, and Hawks could just up the series 3-1, like 31 and or 13, depending on which way you're looking at it. Knicks would be 1-3, like 13. It is a day with 13 date numerology on the Gregorian. When do these guys play again? I'm guessing on Tuesday, maybe. Nope. Wednesday. Hawks and Knicks. So Wednesday the 2nd. Wednesday the 2nd. So this is the next time that these two play. It would be game 5. Let's see if there's any numbers here. 223, 48th prime number. 229, the 50th prime number. 13, 29, 49. Anything jumping out to you guys? I'm not seeing anything that's jumping out to me. 257, the 55th prime. I don't know. 2037, 708, 1637. Not nothing really screaming at me. I mean, this day does have 13 date numerology as well. Maybe that is for the 13 or the 1331. Yeah, I don't really see anything. It does have 49 date numerology. And if Hawks do win this game, they would be 4-9 heading into the game here on Wednesday, 6-2. So that's something to look at maybe. Outside of that, nothing really jumps out at me. Of course, I just finished putting these together, so I haven't fully looked at them over. Just threw on the video to record. 27th game. I mean, 1721. Let's see what that is. 268th prime. Maybe there's a 1721 connection somewhere. 12th triangular number. 78th day of the Hebrew Religious. Hawks coach, he could get his 708th all-time win. That would go in favor of the Hawks. I know 379 is the 75th prime number. I think the thing that would go against the Knicks here on Sunday, with it being 56 date numerology, is then potentially in their 34th loss for the season. 34 sums to 56. So I don't really have a whole lot for Knicks in this one, other than the 193, and then the potential of their coach sitting on that 311, as they could play out all the way to 311 head-to-head between each other postseason in the next two games if Knicks win outright in the next two games. Maybe they want to keep these guys even with their records. Hawks could sit on 43 wins with a loss. Knicks could get their 43rd win for the season, as they sit on 191 postseason losses with the win. 191 is the 43rd prime number. So it could be something like that. All right, let's keep it moving. Suns and the Lakers. If you saw the last pick preview video of this matchup for Game 3, I talked about how Lakers were going to get their 45th win, and then they'd come into Sunday, the 19th day of the 9th month on the Hebrew Civil, 199, the 46 prime number, and they would pick up their 46th win. They sit on 31 losses for the season as they up the series 3-1, like 31 head-to-head against the Suns. Suns would get their 144th postseason loss on the 19th day of the 3rd month for the Hebrew Religious. 193 is the 44th prime number, and 44 sums to 144. Today with 40 date numerology on the Gregorian, 40 sums to 24. Suns would get their 24th loss as they sit on 24 road wins, as Lakers get their 24th home win to go with. Lakers coach, it's his 824th all-time game. 824, 824, 824. Kobe Bryant numbers, 824. What else here? I guess, the Suns could get their 53rd win for the season and their coach's 553rd all-time game. That's a possibility. It's not out of the realm of impossibilities. Lakers could sit on 40 postseason wins against the Suns on a day with 40 date numerology. But it also is a day with 13 date numerology, and they could get their 41st win, the 13th prime number. Let's see. Yeah, it's most likely going to be the 46. 19-6. 46 prime. Oh, there's 49 date numerology on the Hebrew Civil, too. I guess that could be 4-9 Hawks Knicks. Nets versus the Celtics. The Celtics are kind of interesting. Excuse me. Celtics had a big 38 thing going on. Now they have a potentially a 39 thing going on. Nets better watch out here. They might get some steam in Boston. The word Boston, which is where this game is being played, Boston sums to 22, and it sums to 77. And in Boston Celtics' 77th game as the 7th seed, they could even the score 2-2 for the playoff series, like 22 in Boston. Celtics would get their 39th win for the season in their 39th home game, as their coach gets his 393rd all-time win, which has that 939 in it. But 22 also sums to 39. And then in regards to it being a day with 76 date numerology, this is the Nets' 76th game for the season. Celtics could get their 383rd postseason win as a team. 383 is the 76 prime number. So Nets better watch out. They might slip down 2-2. They might even the score 2-2. Nets better watch it. What's going in favor for the Nets would just be the opposite of the 39. Instead of Celtics getting their 39th win, they would just get their 39th loss. I mean, that's all you can really say. Celtics would sit on 283 postseason wins with the loss. 283 is a reflection of, if I can say it right, or 382 is a reflection of 283. I was saying that backwards. 283 is the 61st prime number, and the Nets would just go ahead and become 6-1, like 61 head-to-head against the Celtics for the season with the win. It was like the last video I had with the Celtics. I said I want to give the Celtics the benefit of the doubt with all the 38s, and they did end up winning. Maybe I'll try and give Celtics the benefit of the doubt with the 39s, see if they'll end up winning. Yeah. I didn't see a whole lot for Nets, but Nets could still take it either way, just cause it's the Nets. 51. Today does have 40 date numerology. 40 does sum to 51. Nets could just go ahead and get their 51st win for the season in their 76th game on a day with 76 and 40 date numerology. Could just be as simple as that. Clippers and the Mavericks. Mavericks is another team that better watch out. Clippers may be getting steam here. Maybe, maybe not. But it is both these teams' 76th game. Gregorian Silver has 76 date numerology. It's the 19th day of the third month on the Hebrew Religious. 193, the 44th prime number. Mavericks could sit on 44 wins for the season with a loss. It is the 19th day of the 9th month on the Hebrew Civil, like 199, the 46th prime number. A day leaving 99 left. Mavericks could sit on that 99 all-time head-to-head wins with the loss, as they fall 4-6, like 46 against the Clippers for postseason. Day with 49 date numerology as well. Clippers could get their 49th win, so it could be a Hebrew Civil thing potentially. Mavericks better watch out a little bit here, because this could get out of control for them heading back to LA. Clippers, they could even the score 2-2, like 22, as Clippers coach sits on 22 losses as he gets his 43rd postseason win, as Mavericks fall 4-3 head-to-head against Clippers, like 43 for the season head-to-head. When do these guys play again? Tuesday, Wednesday. They play on Wednesday. So let's look to Wednesday. When is Wednesday the 2nd? 13, 29, 49. Wednesday has 49 date numerology, so technically Clippers could get their 49th win on this day and head into Wednesday with 49 wins, or they can lose on this day and get their 49th win on Tuesday. So that could be either or scenario. What else? If not, though, if Clippers do win and get their 49th win in Game 4, and then on Tuesday They come in with 49 wins. They could set them up to get their 50th win for the season on the 22nd day of the ninth month. 229, the 50th prime number. It is the 257th day on the Hebrew Civil, the 55th prime. And Clippers could get their 55th postseason win as a team on Tuesday, or they can go into Tuesday with 55 postseason wins. So that goes either way, interchangeable. It is the 172nd all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams, and Clippers coach could sit on 217 wins for his career with the loss. 217, 172 are just anagrams of each other. And what else? Mavericks, they could sit on 31 losses for the season with the win, as they up the series 3-1 like 31, as Clippers coach gets his 131st all-time loss, which has a 1-3 or 3-1 in it. There's potential there for that. So it's not too hopeless for Mavericks. There's some numbers here for Mavericks for sure. I guess it just depends on if Clippers get their 49th win on Sunday and head into their next game with 49 wins on a 49-day numerology, or they potentially get their 49th. What it could happen is they lose on Sunday and then they go into this game on Wednesday, 49-day numerology, the 257th day of the Hebrew Civil, and that's when they can get their 49th win and their 55th postseason win. And it would make the series 3-2 as Mavericks drop to 32 losses for the season. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Mavericks sit on that 3-1 as they up the series 3-1, and then in the next game they fall and get their 32nd loss as the series falls to 3-2, and then you could throw in the 49 and the 55 here in game 5, 49, 257, the 55th prime. A day leaving 96 left, and Mavericks can go into that game with 96 postseason wins. So it looks like maybe, if we're looking ahead here, Mavericks would win this game and then lose on Wednesday to make the series 3-2 as they get their 32nd loss potentially. Instead of Mavericks sitting on 44 wins for the season, maybe they were just supposed to come into this game with 44 wins on the 19th day of the third month and then bounce to 45. Because it is a day with 76-date numerology, and 76 comes to 45. So they could get that 45th as they sit on that 31. Alright, well, hopefully this helps. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully this wasn't too long, and hopefully there's some information in here for you that could help you out. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you win all your picks.